What is good, everybody? Welcome to another MCDT production with your host, PoJ-Gamer. That would be me. Just good morning, everybody. I hope everybody's having a great time. Still having what seems to be some internet issues this morning. We're waiting for our local provider to contact us. Hopefully they'll contact today. Anyway, how you doing this morning, Eddie? Thank you. Appreciate that, Eddie. We're in my parlor right now. If nobody knows what a parlor is, it's just a fancy room. What's up, Tonez? What's up, man? Morning. How you doing, man? Yeah, this one here was actually imported from, well, I can't actually say where it was imported from, so we may get somebody in trouble. So, yeah, we had to import this desk too. So, you know how it is. But anyway, How's audio? Background noise too loud? Mic audio okay? I know the video quality seems to be lacking a little bit this morning. Again, we seem to be dropping frame rates for some stupid reason. Exact same setting we had the other day, and we didn't drop no frame rate the whole stream until close to the very end. We know why there, but either way, we rebooted the modem this morning. Get a fresh, clean connection on it. Doesn't seem to have helped. But anyway, enough about what's going on with mine. What's going on with you guys? We're having a good day, bad day. Just what in general is happening with you guys. I know Eddie's probably glad to be back home. Being away from home for so long. It's always nice to get back home, ain't it, Eddie? Man, I don't get it. I'm the only one on the internet today. I don't get it. I'm the only one on the internet today. I'm the only one awake in the house right now. But yeah, my internet's dropping frames fiercely. CPU usage 29% overall, 19% on the OBS, 17. I mean, it's running about normal for what I got going on. The more browser sources you have in your OBS, the more CPU usage you're going to have, the more that you've got going on your overlays in general, the more processor is going to be used. So just a heads up on that, guys. Anybody wanting to use Elgato with HD or the OBS or anything like that, just remember, the more flashy stuff you've got going on your OBS, the more CPU usage you're going to use. Just be aware of that. Down roughly 29%. No, that's frame rate. 29 frame rate, 30 frames, 16%. But my bandwidth is just stupid. Yeah, we may just do a short thing today, guys. Basically, we're just kind of making sure we've got some kind of information out here every day. I know we did not do anything yesterday. Yesterday was Father's Day. We didn't actually feel the best in the world, so thought it best that we just didn't stream. I do apologize for that. I should have been able to give you guys something, if nothing but an upload clip or something. With that being said, we just sit back and hopefully somebody will come in soon. Where's my background sound here? There it is. As long as the background sound's not too loud, drowning out the mic or anything like that. I guess we'll get into doing some other stuff. We'll find out, give our shout out to our newest subscriber again. And again, that was still Chrissy XX. As mentioned in previous videos, we're going to be starting to reset the coin numbers on everybody. Everybody's time watch will stay the same. We will not reset that. That way we can still see, our main support, the ones that are here all the time. Do want to give another special notice out to Chris Nash. We've got some exciting news coming up in the near future. He's playing a big part of this exciting news. We're basically just going to give y'all that little teaser that, yep, we got some exciting news coming up in the next couple of morning broadcasts. We may talk about some of this stuff during our gameplay broadcast, but chances are during the morning, this will be where we talk about our channel updates. We give special shout outs to other channels. We're going to set up a scene specifically for showing the desktop, so then we can actually pull up a web browser or go to specific people's channels. Chris Nash being one of them. I'm about to talk too much about the Chris Nash surprise, guys, so I'm gonna move on to the next subject. If we can get our provider to actually give us any more upload speeds, it's only going to benefit. So then we can actually, hopefully, I do say hopefully, and we just dropped offline. We're back. I know it's buffering for you guys. I apologize. It's beyond upsetting at this point. I shouldn't be having these issues. I'm sitting here watching the bandwidth jump from like 400 to 800. It's ridiculous. But with that being said, our newest donation was from YouTube YT_Irish Warrior. He done it direct to PayPal, so it did not show up on any kind of live streams or streams, period. So in the process of doing that, of course, it doesn't show up. So I verbally give him a shout out for that. Thank you very much for the $5. We've also put that information in the description. Eventually we're going to run out of room. Possibly, I don't know. Once we start getting to a point to where our description is nothing but donators, we're going to do something different. Don't know exactly how we're going to handle that yet. But the more donators we get, the bigger that list is going to get, and then eventually it's just going to overtake our description. I have no problem with that. I want to show thanks to the guys, gals, whoever have actually donated, whether it be time, whether it be money, merchandise, equipment. PoJ-GiZmO is solely responsible for me being into the PlayStation scene, I guess you could call it, from get-go. It was him that pushed me into getting onto it. My father-in-law bought me the first PS3, and it went from there. GiZmO bought me my first PS4. My wife and brother is birthday gifted and Christmas gifted several items, games, season passes, between my wife and GiZmO, the headset that I use for gaming. We are still in the race for the headset giveaway through Bad Mama Jamma. see, heist planning is over. Let's see what happens here. Only one in the heist, only one in the chat. And I know my notices went out today, guys, so I don't know what to tell you other than the fact that, you know, my stream is buffering so terribly bad. And I don't know what else to do. I don't want to turn it down no more because what bandwidth I'm giving you is pretty slow. Yeah, holy shit. Got 6,500 bucks for that bank heist. No, I don't want to share none of my money. I'm greedy like that. This is annoying. Let's see, maybe let's close that one as well. Let's see if maybe that was eating some bandwidth. Shouldn't have been. Nothing going on. Yeah, we're fixing to kick offline again. Split second. Added some new lighting. Actually had the light there. Bulb with that, place bulb. Fairly expensive proprietary bulb. Don't know if that's helping the overall look of what's going on with the camera. Again, I know the camera's old, needs to be replaced. We're working on that. Will be the next thing that we do. Dude. So I guess we're just gonna sit back. Excuse me, chill for a second. Green across the board for a minute. And then it's yellow. So, nobody showed up. I think win some more money. I'll sit here and play. I lost. I'm just gonna keep on until we win. Cool down time. Won't let me do it that quick back to back. There is a 5-second cool down time. What's up, Dweller? What's up, man? Just sitting here trying to do a little conversating, give a little channel update. You just missed the last announcement. Pretty much next couple of streams we're going to be announcing some pretty exciting information. Some kind of be a little teaser at this point. Chris Nash is going to be involved with it. His name will be plastered all over the description. But yeah, that's coming within the near future. I know we're having, appreciate it. Yeah, I like it. I like my parlor scene here. Kind of a dark ambient, so to speak, but still a little light the way I've got things going on. But yeah, with Chris Nash, he's going to be involved with this upcoming exciting news. Hopefully within the next 2 or 3 streams, maybe a couple more, depending on how things work on the streaming. I do realize that we're having a buffer issue today. I apologize for that, Psycho. Just part of the reason we're only going to do a short stream today. We might not even get a full hour in because of this. My internet is buffering so bad, and I'm the only one on right now. I don't know what's going on. Slide you a whiskey. Yeah. My wife's got the cabinet locked up on me, man. Got one of them big ass damn railroad padlocks on that sucker. Yeah. The parlor life. So how's your day been going so far, man? I see you can see mine starting out pretty shitty. Come on, internet. All I want is some decent speed. I just want some decent, consistent speed. Quit all that bouncing around shit. I have 25 minutes to get. Again, I don't think I'm gonna make a full hour streaming with this bad of quality, guys. I don't even want to give you this kind of quality. This sucks. Yeah, it raises my blood pressure when I drink, and that's a bad thing. I had took a couple shots of Jack about 2-3 weeks ago, and done them like 2 or 3 nights in a row. I didn't drink that much, you know, just shot glasses, maybe 3 shot glasses a night, about 3 nights in a row. And about the 4th or 5th night, I got to feel a little off. Checked my blood pressure, and it was outrageous. So me and alcohol, we don't get along no more. So Barb, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Appreciate it. Thumbs up right back at you. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. How's your day going? I hope your day is going better than mine. So you can obviously see with the quality of the stream today, it's pretty crappy for some reason. I don't understand this. Like I was just telling Psycho that my internet's bouncing up and down. I know y'all are getting some buffering, so I'm gonna make this a short stream. And I don't know what else to do other than contact them and bitch again. Any of you guys that are following me on Twitter, if you would please go to my Twitter page, look for the link that has Windstream in it and share that. Retweet it. Get your friends to help retweet it. Put that out there as many times as you can possibly help me retweet that about Windstream. I could go get the link and post it in here for you, but let's say if you've got my Twitter, go to my main Twitter page. It's going to be pinned at the very top of my profile page. Share that to as many social media as you can possibly share it to. They have contacted me back on this, but I want them to realize that us streamers are nobody to play with. You know, when we ask for something and they say we can have it, and then they don't follow up on their end of the deal, it's time for us to take a stand against them. Put this information out there so people can see it. Since I have made that post, I have actually been in contact with tech support at Windstream. They actually followed me on Twitter and sent me a direct message wanting to know what was going on, the DSL number and all that good stuff. So I'm hoping that they're going to get in here, and I was hoping they'd actually call me this morning. The reason I didn't stream early, we were going to start about 7 o'clock this morning. Actually, it was closer to 8, but with them not contacting me, I figured, you know, go ahead and see if I can get at least a little bit of a stream in. So I reboot the modem, which I had rebooted it day before yesterday. So I rebooted the modem, got a fresh, clean connection on it, and yeah, it's just terrible. I'm at 52% frame drop right now. It's insane. I really appreciate you guys at least even stopping by and saying hi. I do not blame you if you don't stick around on this poor quality stream right here. This is and the kicker, I haven't changed any settings. I even double checked to make sure my settings were still the same in OBS. Nothing has changed. My bandwidth settings are still exactly the same as they were the last stream, and almost 3 full hours of no frame rate drop, continuous decent connection speeds. And right at the very end of the stream, my grandson opened up his tablet and fired up a game, and the instant he fired up that game, we started dropping frames. That's one of the beefs that we have with our provider. Only one person can be on the internet. That's ridiculous for what we're paying per month. I should be able to do what I'm doing on my game, or either on the vlog. And if my wife wants to browse the internet or look at her Facebook profile or something, she should be able to. And the way it is right now, it's pretty much one person at a time. There's no, and right now, it's not even one person for some reason. CPU usage is fine. I do have 3 browser sources, two browser sources on this particular scene. The background sound usually does not increase, but about 2%, 0.02% at that. Sorry, what just happened, guys? Okay, that's nice. Thank you. And my stream's offline, of course. Come on, come back up. We'll make 2 streams, I bet. And I'm offline. I don't get it. Where's the problem? Is it me or is it YouTube? How are you not? Oh. Don't get it, guys. Now all of a sudden I have no frame rate drop. Internet's holding steady. Come on, it won't full screen. Set to 360. See. Okay, I'm still not losing frames, but of course, you know, my live dashboard. There, we're back. But I'm about sure that probably created a whole new screen. So we're gonna go over here and look at Video Manager right quick and just see if that's what happened. No, not even showing up in the Video Manager yet. So. Dashboard. Everything's looking alright there. This is a strange one. Appreciate the 5 likes, guys. Does mean a lot, even though I was having whatever issues there. close that one again. Let's see what that does to our bandwidth, frame rate. Wow. Okay, so maybe we don't have a second video out there. We'll have to wait till the end of the stream to find out. But now our internet's holding steady. Y'all should be able to actually change the settings to 720 now and get quality video with no buffer. See no buffer here. See no frame drop. CPU usage 14%, 25 overall. Okay. Really don't know what all that was. Well, appreciate you sticking around, Dweller. For that, give me 1 second. Let me Psycho Dweller, edit. Go ahead and show you a few coins that way. Eventually these coins are going to change. We're going to start using them for possibly merchandise. That's one of the big exciting news things that we're going to have coming up soon. Alright, do your coins again, Psycho Dweller. I just showed you a few more coins. But the actual amount of watch time is going to stay. But we are going to be changing. We're going to be resetting the coins either weekly or monthly. Still not sure about that yet. The weekly resets, if we do this, it'll be for possibly moderator or something to that nature. It'll be something simple. If we do monthly resets, it's going to be for merchandise. I've already got the merchandise information, what we're going to have. What's up, Commander Spark? Appreciate you dropping by. But yeah, we've already been talking with somebody about doing some merchandise. They've been in contact with us a couple times on this to design what we've got. It's going to be a real simple thing to start with. Excuse me, but we're thinking about using a little bit of that. Reset the coins at the end of the month. Whoever has the most amount of coins will actually win one of these merchandise items. And again, I'm saying a little too much. I don't want to spill it. This is actually going to be a surprise stream the day we do this. I really don't know what was going on a minute ago there, Psycho. The stream seems to be looking pretty good. Yep. Hang on, guys. Hi, sorry about that. Yeah, it could be. I mean, the first part of my stream just bouncing, going into red, cutting offline. You're doing a giveaway at 100 followers on Twitter. Hey, there you go. I mean, that's one way of doing it. I don't know that I'm gonna do that. I might with some of this merchandise. I do want to gain the subs, don't get me wrong. And I feel like the more active I can be in the better streams, better quality streams that I can produce, the more people are going to come back. I'm strictly going to stick with the morning talk show, so to speak. We're actually in contact with some other streamers that are willing to do a talk show. We've got to kind of grind out some more details on that. I think we've already got the name picked out, which I'm not going to leak that name. But yeah, we've talked about the name, but like I say, we've not ironed out the details as far as what time frame we're going to have these. But I think it's going to be pretty exciting because we can cover so many different aspects. It can be, an electronics talk show. It could be about computer rebuilds, computer repairs. Could be about gaming. Could be about your YouTube channel. Could be about thumbnails. But I think it'll be good. I really do. It's not my ideal. I'm following up with somebody else on this. This is their ideal. It's going to be their baby. I'm just going to be involved with it. Yeah. Now YouTube will, for some reason, I think it's a lot of things they've got going on. They've got a lot of updates going on, changing this, changing that. Right now my computer keeps telling me that I'm plugging up a new headset. And I'm not even touching the streaming computer. So you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna unplug it all together. Because I'm not using desktop audio on the streaming machine, no way. I'm using it, but I'm not using it to be listening to. It's just strictly using it to be playing the audio for you guys to be hearing. I hear you. Well, I mean, it's going to be some simple stuff to start with. There you go. I'll bump you up some coins too. I'll leak the actual information to the Twitter interactions. I've got to check this Twitter, guys, because this could be my internet provider. Trying to get back up with me, DMY. Please be a message from them. And of course it's not. Appreciate that, Commander. Appreciate you retweeting my stream out, liking it. Appreciate that. Still no drop frames, so maybe I can leave my Twitter page up for a while. Alright. Back to the stream. See, right now everything's running perfect. I mean, I'm sure the quality's still not as a big YouTuber would have because of the bandwidth that I am limited to. But right now I'm dropping no frames. I mean, it's just as smooth and clear across the board that you could ask for. I mean, just green, period. Now the YouTube stream health is lacking a little bit, looks like. But as far as my internet bandwidth right now, staying pretty steady, and I had to say something. You won? Damn. I tried doing that a while ago and lost right off the bat, dude. Of course, I do flip big. Yeah, I see that, Commander Spark. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Appreciate that as well, man. Yeah, everything's looking good right now. But okay, enough about me. We know we've got some exciting information coming up. How is your day going? Commander Spark, how's your day going, man? What's been going on? What's new with you other than your plan to give away at 100 followers? Anything else new in your exciting life of streaming? I'm actually able to watch my stream here as well, guys. I mean, no frame drops, and I'm watching the stream. So that kind of tells you I've got decent internet. I mean, it's not, excuse me, y'all might have heard that one. It's not the crappiest internet, not the best, but I can actually see the quality that you guys are getting, and I'm running it at 720. I could turn it down to 360 and, but, it's actually working at 720 for me. No buffering. Drop it to 360 and see if it changes the quality of the screen. Yo, Grizzel in the house. What's up, G? How's that baby, man? How's the family? How's the wife? How's the kids? How are you? That was a lot of asking questions right there at one time, but we want to know. Our NCDT family, we got to know, man. Everything is great. Excellent, dude. Excellent. Grizzel is the man. He is the best ever. Everyone is beneath him. There is none greater. Fact. Oh, Lord. But that's good, man. It's good to hear everything is going good. Life with the newborn, everything's still good there. I don't know if y'all seen it. Irish Warrior put up a new video. First ever clip made with Share Factory, and I thought he done a pretty good job. If any of y'all are subscribed to YouTube Y2_Irish Warrior, and you didn't get his notice, go check his channel out. It'll be his latest upload. First ever clip done with Share Factory, and I think he done a pretty good job. What you at work today? I'm assuming, Grizzel, or I hate assuming. You know what that does? That makes an ass out of you and me. But it being Monday, I just assume it's you're at work. Good, Commander. I'm glad to hear it, man. Any other plans that you've got going on, Commander, about future channel plans, or do you ever plan on doing YouTube, or is it strictly going to be on Twitch? You're off for a month? Holy damn. I hear you, bro. That's pretty awesome. I hope you planned all this out and you're getting a big chunk of like a vacation pay or something along with this. Out of work for a month. I don't know if I can do it. Of course I have. Don't get me wrong, but you start running out of things to do. And the next question would be, Grizzel, what's your plans on your next Gamers Can't Do Shit Hold on 1 second here. Gotta mute my audio. Okay. Yeah. What's your next plan on your how-to videos, man? You got anything in mind yet? Get it. Need me a speaking bot for in here, like Siri. Kind of miss Siri. We'll miss her all the way around when we start streaming straight through. Alright, man, take your time, dude. Take your time, man. Since everything's going right, we're gonna try to go ahead and get our full, couple hour stream in with this. As long as everything's frame rate wise, we don't keep dropping frames or nothing like that. Everything's steady right now, so we're gonna be here a while. I need to come up with some new ideas on thumbnails. I have no problem making thumbnails. For these type videos, I have a problem coming up with ideas on what type of thumbnail to use. I'm not saying I'm the best thumbnail maker in the world. Don't get me wrong, but I do make my own thumbnails, and I think I do pretty decent at it. I've not had but one or two complaints about thumbnails, and only one of them was that it was a clickbait thumbnail, but it might have been. I don't remember, but either way, I need some ideas. Thought about using the desk, like a screenshot of this right here, maybe. That'd be looking dead at the camera. Maybe hide the hide this one. Take a screenshot of that and use that as a thumbnail. Not really sure yet. I want something that's, you want your thumbnails to be kind of eye-grabbing. You want them to get people's attention with the thumbnail as well as the title. So it's not always about searching. People don't always type in things that they want to search for as much as they just go looking around for certain titles. That's, a lot of times when I'm browsing YouTube, that's what I do. I just pull up a separate tab on YouTube, refresh it, look to see who's live in my subscriber list, the people that I'm subscribed to. If I find somebody that I normally watch that normally support me back, then I'll go check them out, see what they're streaming. And a lot of times I lurk. I don't actually chat in people's streams. I know that's bad for me, bad for them as well, because they're not getting that chat recognition. I'm going to do my best to try to correct some of my ways. Turn music down. Alright. Give it a second to catch up, see if that's okay. I'll turn it all the way off if we need to, dude. We don't have to have music. I just figured there's a lot of times it's going to be just me sitting in here at the screen with a dead silent screen going on. A lot of people are not going to sit around no way. So how's that? Is that okay right there? I'm sorry, dude. Really, yeah. Should have said something. I do blame it on the way that I'm having to do the mic. The boom is next between the boom and the camera. I'd like to do them both at the same time, but I do plan on getting. Hold on, guys. Sorry about that, guys. All right, man. I appreciate it. Glad it's better. The pharmacy calling, and somebody in the house know that they've got a prescription ready. They don't ever give names. They just says somebody in the house has got a prescription ready. Anyway, I do apologize about the audio being a little too loud earlier. That's again these little quirks and things. I really don't do music during gameplay. The only reason I even have any kind of sound in here at all is because these are just talk shows. Kind of break the ice a little bit. Eventually I may set it up to where we can do request songs or something like that during the talk show scene. I don't know. I don't want to have to deal with any kind of copyright stuff. The sounds that I do in here are non. You don't have to worry about them. They're copyright free, whatever. But again, and it's just looping the same song over and over. For some reason, my desktop audio is not working. Turn it down a hair more. All right, it's going off and restarting. But it's just looping the same song over and over. I have there's a sound card in it. I mean, all this, again, this is the wife's computer, so I'm not going to do a lot of changing to it. Not downloading a lot of stuff. I only downloaded the OBS. I did download Streamlabs too as well to see how well it worked. It works, but the OBS Classic or Studios works best on the system. The other exciting news is the new streaming PC that's going to be coming first of next month. We're going to check to see what we can find local for just a tower alone. Looking for at least an i5 or above processor. I've already got my eyes on one, decent price. It's going to be another equipment donation. Information will be in the description once this happens. The type of streaming PC, the specs on it, the equipment we use. We're going to start listing that stuff in the description as well. Going to give you guys an idea of what we're actually using, what we're up against. It still looks a little loud on the green bar. I'm going to drop it just a hair more. Yeah, if we get desktop audio, I'd give y'all something different. But again, I'm not going to do a lot of changing to her system. It's strictly a loaner. Hopefully this in this month, first of next month, we'll have a new one. Within the first week of the first month, or the next month rather. So, with that being said, you know, hey, we'll take everything we can get to help better our stream. You know, we want to better this channel. We want to better everything about it. Our clip uploads, I think the quality is pretty good on. And I want to give a shout out to Grizzel for being one of the only ones that watched the complete videos that I've asked and commented accordingly on both said videos. That video was done, the last one was done a month or so ago. At first of the video, it gives you a little bit of commentary explaining what the video is about and what I wanted you to do. and Grizzel was the only one that did it. So, shout out to you, Grizzel. I swear your name will never leave my channel. Cool. I hear you. I mean, at least you got something lined up. That's good. You got a few ideas on your next few things lined up on your next video. Cool. That's the main thing, dude. Try to keep something going, keep yourself occupied during these times. I know you got a lot going on over there, don't get me wrong. I didn't say you didn't. I know you do. I know you do. So just try to give us the content when you can. Work them into your schedule, and take care of that family like you've been doing. You're a great man, dude. I'm proud to say I know you. I'm honored to say that I know you. Don't know you personally, but from what we've encountered with each other on YouTube and PlayStation, yeah, that tells a lot about a person. Might not think it does, but in my opinion, it does. You're a good man, dude. And as Dragon would say, you're a legend, man. You're the man. Not a problem, dude. Props where props are due, Appreciate that too, man. How many times has it been just me and you in the stream together? Whether it be you streaming or me streaming. And the same thing with Dragon, There's been so many times where I would be the only one in the stream. I could not have asked it to be no better or no different that night that I won that $100. I mean, that just made it better for me, right? I mean, yeah, that's the way we got to do, though, man. You got to support each other. We don't support each other, and behind every great streamer, behind every good streamer is a great community. You can't have 15,000 people with only 2 people watching your live stream. It don't work. I see people out there with between 1,000 to 3,000 subscribers, but yet when they're streaming, there's 3 to 5 people. What are they doing wrong? Makes you wonder. How can you have that kind of subscriber list, but only have 2 or 3 to 5 people watching your live stream? And I seen one the other day. I'm subscribed to a car channel, and this guy had posted a new video, and when I seen the video, there were 28 views and 167 likes. Okay, y'all do the math. 28 views with 167 likes. How is that even possible without having a like bot? Like bots give you likes, but they don't give you views. So it makes me wonder about this one said streamer that may get me to unsubscribe to somebody like that. If they're using bots to increase the activity on their streams or their uploads, it's wrong. Don't do it. And I don't think that I want to be a part of that. I ain't gonna do it. I'm not gonna ask nobody to do it for me. I've seen the dislike bots And it's the same thing. It's the same bot. You just tell it whether you want to dislike the stream or like the stream. You know a guy. I know a guy. Yeah. I was just so shocked, dude. It was a car video now. It's a car channel. I don't want to do this to the guy. I'm not going to publicize his name. I'll tell you in person, you know, in a private chat or something like that. I'll give you the link to the guy's channel if you want to keep an eye on it too and see if you see what I see. But I had been pretty faithful watching a lot of his videos, and I was not subscribed. So they got more and more interesting. I liked what I was seeing, so I decided to subscribe one day. And the very first notice that I got was the one that only had 28 views with 167 likes. And I'm like, that's sketchy. That's just, something is not right here. Everybody calling you at once. Hey, Psycho Dweller, I know the feeling. I've got strings attached to this shoulder, to the back of my head, both legs. So when they go to pulling strings, I just fall flat on my face, brother. You pull one string. Uh-oh, guys. Uh-oh. Alright, we got to go check our Twitter. We've got our DM message from my provider. Alright, thank you for providing your account information. Unfortunately, no speed upgrades are available for your address at this time. Alright, then why I can spell. That's called attainable. So let's go get the exact information so we can type it exactly the way it is in here. Y'all bear with me a couple seconds. I'm replying to this goofball now here. You're going to tell me that speeds are not available in my area, but yet my modem states that each line is capable. Right now my lines are attainable line rate. Alright. Paste that. Attainable line rate down. Put that in the wrong spot. There we go. Alright, so basically I'm just replying to them, letting them know that the attainable line rate is 10,792 down and 1,091 up. That's 2 lines, so that's 20 megabytes down plus, that would be like 21 megs down, and that would be like 2.1-ish, a little over, close to 2.2 megabytes upload speed. So if my lines are attainable to those speeds, but yet they're saying I cannot get these speeds. Oh, and this is a totally different person replying to me. So the first person that replied to me, his initials was JF. Now this person is LK. You can never get the same person. Sorry guys, I was away from the screen replying to that Twitter. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah. Well, welcome, Zamir. Hey man, how you doing? Yeah, I just think it's a little sketchy why they would do that. I caught a clip this morning about streamers cheating. Basically, they're saying they're live and they're actually posting a recorded video of acting. Right now, it's only 1 meg. It's only 1 meg up, Grizzel, and I'm trying to get them to turn it up to the 2 that I'm capable of. I know that's still not enough, but I'm hoping that would be enough to help. Yeah, I get 12 down and 1 up right now. And again, my frame rates are looking good. I'm still not dropping frames. I know the video quality is probably not 100%, but it is. I am capable of streaming at 720, and it's holding at 720. If I could just get this set up with 1 more meg upload, give me 2 full megs, then I could split it. Right now they're only set at 800. I've got my bit rate set at 800 right now on the OBS, and that's leaving me about 200 roughly, give or take. If I set it any higher, it buffers. I've tried the 1000, it buffers, so I went to 690, which the quality was not 100%, so 800 seems to be, the last stream was perfect, no drop frames, the whole stream, 3 hours worth, until my grandson opened his laptop. But yeah, I know. But again, it's the same thing. The reason I wanted the Elgato is so I could actually stream my PlayStation through the Elgato. I tried that remote share, remote play, whatever. The systems that I've got here are not capable of running that. And OBS. So that's my biggest thing, is I just want to be able to stream my PlayStation through the Elgato to try to give as best quality streams as I can possibly get, and I can start doing a little more tutorials about things that you can do on the PlayStation. It ain't about the overlays. I could care less about overlays. The only reason I've got the donations in there is to give props where props is due on the donations. I don't plan on using a bunch of overlays. The background is strictly just a picture that I'm using a green screen in here on. The more browser sources that you have running on any OBS, whether it be Streamlabs OBS or OBS, the one I'm using, the more browser source, the more CPU usage. 17% right now. it did just jump to a little bit, but 25% on the main system overall. But my OBS is only running 15%. Now if I use Streamlabs OBS, it's a little more resource hog-ish, so to speak. It might work on the new system next month when I get it. If it does, I might switch over to the OBS Streamlabs one. But yeah, I've got a tablet here, and I thought about doing it that way too, Grizzel. I like to be able to do what we're doing here, to simulate that I'm in my parlor. Got some pretty nice flowers sitting here right beside me. You know, got some candy here in the little bowl over here. Give me a piece of candy every now and then. I'm gonna start mixing this up. This is the base of a talk show that me and two other guys are talking about doing. Once we've got things in stone, how we're gonna do them and what's gonna be, we're gonna start having people on our talk shows. I'm not leaking the name yet. The name has already been, I think, pretty much decided of what we're gonna call it. But that's kind of the purpose of this right here, so we can actually have, we're gonna have I'm gonna have like an office thing set up with multiple desks in one location. Thank you, Psycho. And that way, on the left of me can be somebody sitting, and on the right of me can be somebody sitting. Depends on how I have the background set up. You don't have to use green screens, but the green screen effect will give you a better appearance that you're actually sitting live in the same room with us, and we're all three going to be on the same screen. There's some apps that we can use to have said picture and audio run through the OBS to the live stream, so you guys are actually hearing our guests talk as well as us. I think it's going to be an exciting thing. Just I've got to get with these guys and bump heads with them a little more and see when we're going to start rolling this out. Get some more details on how we're planning on doing it. We may do a couple of tests, streams with just him and I, maybe first couple of times, just to get the feel of how things are going to run. But that's the purpose of being able to set this all up, Grizzel, in hopes to give you guys a simulated that we're all in the same office room together, but yet we're all in the same live stream. Give you a good example. Correct. Or what we would actually do is put their video in to my OBS as well, right? So like maybe use Snapchat or another video communicating source. Then I could just take that and implement it on my OBS screen and set them at whatever desk. But that's our goal. That's kind of my goal as far as having a guest commentator, such as yourself or maybe even Grizzel, coming in talking about their channel, talking about how they make their thumbnails. Maybe something totally different. It may not be something YouTube channel related. It might be something related to car videos, car repairs. As Grizzle's been doing some how-to videos about some car repairs. I mean, that would be a perfect show that if somebody was to come in and want to know, hey Grizzle, I saw your video, was just curious to how did you get that little extra piece off your window trim, or how did you get so and so to fit, or and the same thing with you, Psycho. It may be an instance to where you have a hobby outside YouTube that would be beneficial to somebody to hear about and know about on YouTube, that you could maybe help them with computer repairs, maybe you could help them with programming. You know, it's a big open field, and it won't be about one specific thing. We may have 2 or 3 streams about the same type of things. You know, it might be 3 streams back to back about computer related stuff. Might be a stream about car related stuff, and then the next time might be about YouTube stuff. It just depends on, I guess, what we get requests for. We're going to have it to where it will be a request to be on the show, and we can give you a time and date when it's going to be available for you. We'll set it to where we can have, you know, maybe 2 or 3 in the live stream with us, and their face cams be on my stream with me as well. Or it might be that excuse me, the other gentleman that I'm talking with on this, it may be that we're all on his live stream. You know, we could be live streaming as well, and then him impose our camera in his live stream. I think so too. I mean, we've had some good feedback on it so far. I mean, it's not, we've not had no negative. Everybody we've introduced this information to, so to speak, and see if they were interested in being involved with it. Everybody's liked the idea. They think it's a big hit. Just as you said, I think it'll be a big hit. See, right now we're still no drop frames. And of course, go ahead and close that window back out. I should actually show you that attainable. But my lines state that they're capable of 20 meg down and 2 meg up, but yet they say I can't have it. Alright, Grizzel. Yeah, I'll be here for a little longer. It's hour and 25 in. I'm going to try to make it another 35 minutes easy. At least make a 2-hour stream out of this. Yeah, we'll try to go to at least 12. And then we're definitely going to do some PS4 stream tonight. There's no question about it. We're lacking on the gaming aspect of our channel. I've been promising you guys we'll do 2 streams a day: the morning chat stream, morning talk stream, whatever, and then some evening or night PlayStation. And I've been letting you guys down on that part of it. Do apologize for that. This past week was kind of busy with the grandkids here. Yeah, exactly. And just say, for example, it's something about the OBS setups that somebody wants to know. You know, it's real easy to put in, if I use the right mouse, it's real easy to put in your display. Tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to pop another scene here. Call it scene 2 just for shits and giggles. And now I'm going to throw in a display capture. And voila. We now have a display capture that if we want to show somebody something within the OBS, or say we just want to minimize that and show somebody a web page, we can do it via this. But yeah, there's so many different things. I mean, it would help to have a different monitor, have 2 monitors on this particular system. Exactly. Exactly. I know you're not seeing my. I don't have my my face up there right now. Exactly. We'll go back to our close-up screen here. But those are just some of the things that's, you know, the world is. Yep. Exactly. I mean, it's a way to have, like you say, you know, you're helping both. The person that's in here on the show, you know, their channel's information is going to be in the chat. As soon as they get in the show, we're going to make sure that they're in the chat to let everybody know who they are, their channel description or channel name at least, so they can go check them out. They're there to talk about their show. We can actually have, like I say, the screen up. Let me pull a browser window up right quick and go to my page before I actually show it, so I don't get any problems with copyright stuff. Go to YouTube. We'll go to my channel. Okay, so now we're going to switch to our other temporary scene. We're going to minimize that. And this is pretty much, you know, kind of how we could actually do things via the talk show. Just use this for example. Let's say this is your channel. You could be in here scrolling it, talking to the people, telling everybody, you know, what it's about, what you got going on, how you've got your channel laid out. Means a lot to who's going to see it, how it's going to get seen. I'm not saying your channel needs to be laid out like mine, but the more people that you impress with your channel, the more people you're going to get to come back to your channel. I just think it's a good thing for. I just think it'll be a good thing all around. Excuse me. I just think it'll be a great thing all around. I'm gonna switch back to my parlor now. But yeah, having OBS set up like this on a single monitor system has its kind of limitations. So I've got another exact same monitor, same size, that I hope will work with the streaming aspect, and I'll just dual monitor if I can. If not, I'll have to wait until I can get an HDMI monitor to do the OBS stuff on, and then any kind of web page stuff or live action stuff, then I can pull it up on the other monitor and still be able to view it within OBS. But I'm not sure, the new system may not have, it may be all HDMI, so that would limit me to having to physically buy a new monitor or borrow my wife's again, which I don't think she would mind me borrowing the monitor. I'm borrowing the system. So, but I think it will benefit everybody, who the guests themselves. They're going to see people, and like you say, it's going to be a live tutorial walkthrough. Hey, wait a minute, you know, back up. I didn't see that part. You were doing so and so in so and so section, and I missed that. So then the person can actually go back and go through it again. You know, you can do it on somebody's uploaded videos. I mean, yeah, I can do a tutorial. I can post it, and you can watch it and say you didn't see a part, or you missed a part, or you want to go back and watch it again. You simply rewind it and do it again. But doing it live to kind of explain to people what you're doing as you're doing it, and actually giving them the answer that they want as they're asking it, it's going to benefit both of us. I'm going to gain a friend out of that because I had somebody here on my channel to help. They're going to come back the next time they have problems. They may come back every single stream, or they may just come back that one time. You know, that's something that we can only do. We can give them the water, we can show them where it's at, but we can't force them to drink it. See if YouTube has responded to that. Nope. Oh, they'll probably won't reply for another couple hours. It is. That's where, you know, the Siri, if you're doing it straight through PS4, you know, it's a lot easier because you have Siri to actually talk out the chat for you. But once you get to a certain size and you have so many people in the chat talking, Siri's not going to work. You're not going to be able to keep up with her, or she's not going to be able to keep up with the chat. Siri already cuts off some of your comments, like my Nightbot comments. She would have probably cut it off at the mod status. The next one up, she would have probably cut it off around YouTube may not or something, you know. But with no talking at all, you do have to rely more on watching your chat. So if you can just picture here, well, I can actually look this way and show you. The screen that I'm looking at right now is where my chat's at. All I've got to do is turn my head like this, and my head's watching my games monitor. So I still have to look, but this way I can see the chat when it moves, and I can kind of glance over and see if it's a comment I need to look at. And we all know, every time you look at the chat, and you're right in the middle of a pretty intense moment in the game, you might die. So therefore, it helps to have people that moderate your channel that know about some of the questions that they're asking. All right, give you a good example. Give you a real good example. Say you're streaming. Hang on, let me read your comment. Yeah. Agreed. Now just think about somebody that's got 9,000 people watching, or even more. So imagine a chat filled with, say, 9,000 people watching one person's stream, and the chat is moving so fast that even the moderators have time keeping up. So that's where the moderators come into play at. And like Nightbot, if you have a lot of people asking questions about what kind of equipment you use, do you use a scuff controller, do you use this, or do you have that, then in Nightbot you can set up a command to where if somebody was asking that, a moderator could simply type in exclamation setup, and it would give them a list of everything that you use, the PS4 that you use, the type of controller you use, the computer you use, the monitor, the camera, all by simply typing that one command. And that person that asked the question can now see what you've got by a moderator helping you out. So once you get to a certain point, you're going to need your moderators to really help. So it's going to be hard even for them, but the more support you get, the more your normal people that are coming back, your how should I say it, the return subscribers that are always in your streams, that are always going to watch you, that always have time to watch you. Yes. I mean, don't get me wrong, I hope we do get big enough to where the chat's flying so much that we can't hardly see everybody's chat. So with that being said, then we can actually, like, if it's you and me and Grizzel on this talk show, and you've got the floor, so to speak, you're talking about your channel, or you're talking about something in general that's going on with your stuff, whether it be YouTube or whether it be a hobby. So then I could take my mouse and scroll the chat down, slow it back, whatever, roll it back up, and catch questions that people are asking you. Then I could relay the question. Okay, so and so in the chat just asked yada yada. And the same thing with Grizzel. He can, while he's sitting there watching, he can be doing the same thing. Hey, not a problem, man. Not a problem, Samir. I try to make my rounds. Sometimes it's kind of hard to do. It's this past week with the grandkids being here. Pretty much all I could do is just kind of go around and hit people's channels up. But I try to do the support the best I can. And like I was saying earlier, sometimes I might not talk in the chat. I might go in and click like and share the video, tweet it out or something. I've had to do that a lot of times. If I'm streaming, then I can't necessarily sit and watch somebody else's stream because I don't want copyright. I don't want nobody's audio coming into my stream that I might get a copyright for. About a year ago, I was test streaming and was using OBS and was on a guy's channel, and he was doing a live stream, and I was just flipping through, and that was your first? Sweet, dude. Well, I'm glad I was part of your very first stream. That's awesome, dude. You just means you got to do more of them because you're a good player. You're good at the game. You're gonna get attention because of that. So, and then not just me, people like me that go and click like and share it on whatever social media they can share it on. Not a problem. It was an honor for me to be able to watch you play, dude. A lot of times when there's a couple of times we run a few games together. The only time I'd get to watch your gameplay is after I got killed. So, I mean, go back and watch the stream, but it's still only going to show me because I was alive. But yeah, once I died out, I could spectate you and see your gameplay. So I know you're good at it. My internet provider just busted my bubble again. They're basically telling me they're still not available. So the only way to improve my bandwidth is, well, move, and I can't afford to do that. That's just not something that's in the budget. I can't move just because my internet provider sucks. I would love to. Oh, I would really love to. But anyway, how you doing today, Zamir? How's your day going? Hope everything's going well for you. I still do agree with you on the moderators comment, Psycho Dweller. Moderators are great to have, but it's still good to have that one-on-one, so to speak, with each person that comments. Sometimes you'll find, sorry about the chair, sometimes you'll find that somebody may be commenting to somebody else in there about something totally different, not even the channel related. I don't mind that, so to speak. Excuse me, you're watching somebody stream a game that, excuse me, it might be Blackout, it might be Fortnite, it might be Days Gone. Excuse me, it doesn't matter what game they're playing. So, the interaction with these people are crucial. So if you're streaming a game and you're the type of person that stays glued to your monitor the whole time, you're not watching the chat, then people are going to drift off and start talking about something else. See, they're allowed to be talking about food, which is great. That's keeping your chat active. But if you'll stay more in tune with your chat, if you can, and we all know that people that play and stream, it is hard to keep up with the chat and not die. I see a lot of streamers do it. They do it very well. They're efficient at it. Great. Thumbs up to you. But that is a hard thing, because like I say, I'm going to be sitting here looking at this monitor and my chat's right here. It used to be down here, so I've at least moved it up to where it's face high with me. It's going to give me a little better advantage, because I'm going to quit using Siri even on the PS4. That's going to force me to be in there more to interact with the chat. The more interaction that you have, the more that you let people know, hey, I know you're here. I seen you comment. Give me 1 second. I hear you. Got some rain going on and doing some GTA. Yeah. I never played it that much, but now that I can't play it, I kind of miss it. Things are great. Grandkids went home yesterday. Had a lovely time with them here. Wife's doing good. Some things I should be doing right now other than streaming, but I wanted to get at least a stream in because I didn't stream yesterday. I caught it at the beginning of the video. I apologize for that. Yesterday was just not a very good day for me. I was in a real grumpy mood all day, and I did not want to bring that to the stream. I watched a few people's streams and pretty much just lurked because I didn't want to have my bad vibe in their chat, their streams. So today is much better. Today is much better. Now that I think I've got a pretty good handle on my green screen. Now, I want to ask you guys a question. Have any of you ever priced the green screens? I know my camera's old. Don't get me wrong, the camera quality is not 100%. But have you ever priced a green screen? I priced them. I seen some nice ones, you know, a couple $100, $40, $50. Of course, those smaller $40 or $50 ones are not big enough for what I'm doing. So my green screen cost me $3. $3. And I'm going to go over here and disable my Chrome key for just a second. There's my green screen. $3. It needs to be a little straighter. I do need to get some right above my head. You'll see it looks like a crease. That's where the material is joined. I need to get some green material to cover that crease or cover that joint. But other than that, I am pleased with my $3 green screen. I would love to have a much bigger area to where I can make my camera bigger. That'll consist of about probably 10-15 foot wide and about 10 foot tall of a green screen. And that's not doable right here where I'm sitting. It's not doable. There's no way I can get a 10-foot green screen in here. I appreciate y'all being here. Grizzel said he'd be back. He must have got tied up doing something. Chat heads active. Okay. Give me a second, guys. I blasted my internet company on 2 different social medias, and now they're contacting me on the second social media. Let's see. Alright, here, so we got, thank you for your message. I am sorry for any inconvenience you have experienced. I was able to find a review of your account at this time. You subscribe to the highest available speed in your location, up to 10 meg with 1 meg up. I regret the frustration you experienced trying to get this information. We can certainly address this for you. Please let me know if you have any additional questions or concerns. Are we really going to go there? You're really going to go there? I'm just going to copy the last comment from the Twitter guy, and I'm going to give it to you. There you go. That's great. So basically another shot in the foot. Again, they're still telling me that I was told by a Windstream employee that the speeds were available, that the equipment that they did this with was down, and it could not be done that particular day. So they told me to call back, and when I called back, I got somebody totally different, and at that time I was told it was not possible. They also told me that the employee that talked to me didn't know that the policy had changed. How are you an employee of any company that you don't know the policy? That's my biggest question. How do you not know your own company policy? Makes you wonder. My opinion makes me wonder. Trying to change my own. There it is. These current. There we go. It's just frustrating. All right, dude. Yeah, I'm not gonna be on much longer. We're at the hour and 52. Like I said, I was gonna do about a 2-hour one, but I do appreciate it, Psycho. We'll be in touch with you more on these talk shows. We're gonna try to find some good time frames, time zones, so to speak. There'll be more information coming, and the merchandise information will be within the next couple of streams. May even just do an upload clip preparing you guys for it, but appreciate it anyway. Psycho Dweller, thank you, man. Appreciate you coming by. Peace out and have a good day. I'll see you on the next one, man. I'll try my best to catch you on the next one too. Easier said than done, but I will do my best. Grizzel back up into house. Yeah, I don't know if you caught that last one, Grizzel, but they've commented, they've replied to me on both social medias that I posted that about my provider, and they're both basically telling me the same thing, that these speeds are not available for my address. But it still goes back to said employee that told me that these speeds were available, that their servers were down and could not program them speeds in to call back tomorrow, and they would do it. So then when I call back tomorrow or the next day, they're basically telling me it's not available, and said employee didn't know that the policies had changed. I think I want to do a video of nothing but that. Slam the shit out of them. It gets under my skin so bad that you don't tell your customers that you can give them something, and then turn right around and say, no, I'm sorry, you can't have this. After being 10, possibly 15-year customer of this company. How do you not try to help the customers that have been with you that long? Makes no sense, guys. And nothing else available. I did call their local competition, I guess you could call it. Excuse me. Which is not really competition, because they're not in this area. They pretty much told me the same thing, that their service was not available in my area. I just simply explained to them, hey, if you bring your service down, you're subject to gain 20 plus more customers if you will extend your service down this road. And it's less than a mile. It's like a half a mile, the last stop. If I knew a private contractor that I could pay or work out some kind of deal, that's a cable contractor, to run the cable from that pole down to the pole in front of my house, then I could get cable. Like 10,000. So, Mandy, how you doing today? Welcome to the stream. Thumbs up to you. Appreciate you coming by. I've talked about so much. What was this? What's like 10,000? Oh, probably. I mean, like I say, it's only a half a mile. I don't see where it would cost that much, but yeah, you're probably right. It'd be so far out of my reach, I couldn't do it that way either. Damn it, just give me a roll of cable. I'll hook it to a damn. I'll run the damn shit. Give me a roll of cable, I'll run it. You just woke up? That's what's up. Well, I appreciate you making this one of your stops. We're going to try to go for another few more minutes. The first part of our stream was very, very erratic. I don't know what was going on. We were dropping frames, and all of a sudden it shut down, come back, and it's been working great ever since. I've even bounced around a few web pages during the stream, and all of it seems to be doing pretty good. And it didn't make 2 streams. That's good. But it did. It shut down right midstream. Mm. Alright, Grizzel. Appreciate you coming by, dude. Yeah, I'm not going to be up much longer, or not going to be live much longer. I was going to try to keep it to about a 2 hour, just to give you guys something at least, keep my channel active. Especially when I was having so much internet problems to start with this morning. But peace, brother. I appreciate you coming by, man. Tell the family I said hey. And get it, baby, a kiss for me. You the man. That's all I can say is you the man. Alright, and we just got another message from Windstream. Let's see what they got to say now. I have checked your qualifications and it shows that 10 megabyte is the fastest speed available. I will escalate this further with the local field team and update you further. Well, I'll at least say thanks to them. So, they're at least in contact, but that's still not gonna help me. They're trying to beat around my question, so to speak, with shit that's irrelevant. See, the thing that's the kicker is they don't know my history. I worked for an internet provider for 3 years. I ran my own internet company for 3 years. So I know how this internet stuff works. Dude. So, I mean, with exactly that being said, I mean, like I say, I know the background of an internet company. I worked for one. I ran one. I owned an internet company. I was the one that was giving the customers the dial-up speed, the dial-up accounts, the email accounts. You know, it was back in dial-up days when DSL was just being introduced. But still, an internet company is an internet company. You provide the same service, whether it's high-speed bandwidth, dial-up bandwidth, fiber bandwidth. You're still providing customers with bandwidth. So by them telling me that my area is not capable of a certain line speed, and my modem tells me that it is capable of said line speed, then what does that make me think? That they're lying to me, because I know. And I don't get it. Why it's the, what's it called? The gag order. A lot of companies enforce that on their employees, that it's a gag order, that they're not allowed to tell their customers about certain things. But that has nothing to do with policy. If your policy states that this area is only capable of this, or this customer can only have this, then every employee in that company should know what the policies are. They might not know what your account has, what you have available on your account, or what you're actually paying for, unless they pull up your account information. But as far as what the policies are for said company, every employee should know their policy of the company that they're working for. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Alright, 4 people in the chat. I'm assuming that's actual numbers. So there's 4 watching right now. Appreciate you guys. We're going to hang around a few more minutes. If y'all have any questions on anything, our talk shows, our nightly streams that we're going to try to get back into starting this week. Any information, any questions that you may have, please feel free to go ahead and ask. I'm going to try to keep this going for a few more minutes. And if it's pretty much the end of the questions or end of the talks, then we're going to go ahead and end the stream. Get a few things done around the house. Possibly, maybe, I don't know. Might end up watching a movie. I'm behind on movies. I'm real behind on movies. I told my wife we need to fix a movie night. There's a lot of good movies out there we've not seen yet, and there's several of them in particular that she's wanting to see that are available. I definitely told her we're going to have to start doing some movie nights. Figure this out amongst you guys. Weekly mornings streams seems to be I'll do a couple more daily ones just to see how they work out. But if we don't get a lot of early morning traffic during the week, we may start doing game streams. Yeah, we're going to start doing them a little more. I just got to kind of figure out what's a good night. She has a lot of TV shows that she watches through the week. Mondays she got a show, Tuesdays a show, I think Thursdays a show. They're changing some of the schedules around, and especially during off seasons, like on Monday nights, if there's nothing on that she normally watches, then Monday night might be a good night to pick for the movie night. But I do want to start dedicating a particular night to these movies. There's a lot of good movies coming out. Of course, John Wick 3, I've seen it, but the new Toy Story, come on. If you say you're not going to watch Toy Story 4, watch it anyway. It's going to be cool. I mean, just the voiceovers, the characters, Tim Allen being in it. I mean, there's just so many things that make those type movies even good for adults. The Life of a Pet 2 or 3, whatever it is, coming out. That one's out or available for me to watch. Just got to try to figure out what's good for her. May do some midday movies. I heard her mom play a game pretty faithful every night. Her mom calls about between 7 and 7:30, and they usually play till about 9 and 9:30. So there's 2 hours that I could use for my nightly stream, and then after that we could spend the rest of the evening watching movies. I got to get with her and find out what's good for her. Let her actually pick the schedule on this. But you gotta spend time with everybody. You can't neglect the ones in the. You okay, buddy? You okay? Come here. Come see me. You okay? My cat's over there having trouble. Sorry about that, guys. You okay, bud? You want to come see me? Come on. Come on. Throw this out of the way. You okay, buddy? No? Okay. Hang on, guys. Hi, sorry about that. Always by yourself. Yeah. What are you planning on going to see? I'm not going to bring you down any further. Sometimes going to movies by yourself is good, but sometimes it's bad. But what are you planning on seeing? What you got in mind? Cool. Have you ever seen it before? Are you talking about the new Men in Black one? Are you really talking about Men in Black 2? I know a lot of times y'all actually get movies before we do on the West Coast. The new one. They just come. Okay, I thought that's what you meant. Men in Black 2. That's an old one. But yeah, I've noticed that a lot of times the West Coast gets the video or get the movies before we do. I'm not badding. Don't get me wrong. I'm not dissing on that. But I do know it's kind of like a clockwork thing. It's kind of like where I can time. Okay, so they're available there, and within a month they'll be available in our area. So that's interesting to know that the new Men in Black's already out. I didn't know it was already out. In fact, let me go here and look at something right quick. See if they're available over here. Hopefully I don't cause no lag. The new Shaft is available. Oh yeah, there it is. Men in Black International. Yep. It's available for me to watch too. So yeah, I might we might have to do a movie afternoon. Yeah, there's a lot. I mean, just looking at this right here, the Men in Black, Shaft. I know Shaft is an old movie, but they're remaking it with Samuel Jackson. The Avengers, Endgame, Daughter Wolf, Aladdin, John Wick 3, Dark Phoenix. I think that might be that's a movie. All right, let's see here. What's playing in theaters now? Dark Phoenix, Men in Black, Aladdin, John Wick 3, Godzilla, Avengers Endgame, Pokemon, The Secret Life of Pets 2 is in, Shaft, Wonder Park, that's animated. I haven't seen any information on that one. There's just a few of the good ones. I mean, Hellboy. A lot of good movies coming up. Yeah, we might have to do a movie afternoon. That I'm glad you actually stopped by and let me know Men in Black was out. I didn't know it was out yet. Yeah, we may have to go watch that. Exciting. I followed all the Men in Black, so I enjoyed them. They were good. They had, pretty good action in them. Characters are definitely good. I'm a big James Bond fan too. Anything 007, from the original all the way up to the new stuff. Anything to do with James Bond, I usually watch. I've had my wife watch many of the older James Bond movies. That she's not a Bond fan, but since I was, she allowed me to watch them, and she'd actually watch them with me. So I ain't saying she enjoyed them, but she did watch them with me, and that's, that means a lot. So I bend, she bends, we bend together. It's equally opportunity for both of us, If it's something that she wants to do, we do it. Excuse me. And if it's something I want to do, we usually do it. So we work it out. I think I need to go get me a Mountain Dew. My coffee's about wearing its end. We're down to 3. One of them's probably me because I'm watching the live stream. And bandwidth, everything's working great. So, tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna pause the mic, or I'm gonna mute the mic. I'm gonna throw this over on our B-Rack back screen, and I'm gonna go get me some dew. I will be right back. Like James Bond. Ooh. I hope it's the truth too, because I love them. I love the band. I love Barr. The last guy that did it, I thought he was perfect for it. He played the part right. Just, I don't know, James Bond. Always liked it. So yeah, I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Let's see. Maybe it won't cause no lag. Let's see. Bond. Let's see what they got here. A day ago. Yeah, MGM has moved its next James Bond film to April 8th, 2020 from its previous date of February 14th, 2020. Somebody broke got an injury or something. Ankle surgery. Okay. But yeah, it looks legit. Thank you. Appreciate that. But it looks legit, Mandy. It looks like they are planning on another James Bond. That'll be awesome. I mean, that one they used, put it in a little parkour. That was pretty awesome scenery. Showing them running around, him half dead and doing that parkour stuff. Yeah, that's definitely exciting. So we're definitely gonna get a new James Bond movie next year. If nothing happens with production to slow it down a little bit. So hopefully everything will go as planned as they want it planned anyway, and they can go ahead and give us another James Bond movie too. That'd be kind of exciting. Like I say, I'm a huge James Bond fan. I just no other way to put it other than I've watched them all. Jaws. That dude, he's been in movies back in even Western movies. I've seen him in TV Western series shows. I've seen him in James Bond movies. Seen him in Happy Gilmore. So yeah, being able to watch good film, in my opinion, is it's good pastime. I know there's other things that need to be done in the world, in life, but if you can take a few times out of your busy schedule, once a week, once a month, and just stop, enjoy a good movie, enjoy time with family, or whatever you want to do, but you've got to stop. You've got to take time to smell the roses, so to speak. So yeah, with that being said, I think I'm gonna go ahead and do that, Mandy. I think you've done struck up enough of a concern in me that makes me want to see the Men in Black. I'm gonna end the stream and check on the wife, see if she's about ready to get up. If she is, we might do some watching movies today. Oh, and hey, in no way is this stream or me affiliated with this, but in your video section on your PlayStation 4, if you will search for an app called Pluto TV, it's free, and there's all kinds of different things that you can watch. Regular TV channels, movie channels. My brother-in-law showed me about it. I've got it on my PlayStation 4. I haven't actually used it. I've seen it. I know how it works from him. But that's another free TV app, so to speak, that you can watch TV shows, you can watch live news, you can watch sports, movies. Again, I don't know how the movies are, whether they're older movies. And if they are older movies, then great, because a lot of times there's nobody available that you can go say, hey, I haven't watched Mission Impossible in a while. I think I want to watch that. Well, then you can go to these sites like this that offer these free movies and do a search for Mission Impossible and watch it free of charge. Or if you're, like we do have a lot of discs of DVDs, but then you still got to have a working player for that to happen. So, but it's free, it's cool. I've checked it out. There's no worries about it, so to speak, and it's a simple uninstall the app if you don't like it, but it's free. But again, Mandy, I appreciate it. I do. I thank you for everything you're doing for me. Retweets and sharing and liking. It seems like you're in all the streams that I'm in, so we've got pretty good taste on the streamers that we like to watch. So I do want to say I thank you very much. I appreciate it. Everybody else that come out today, Grizzel, Zamir, Psycho Dweller, Commander Spark, don't forget to give you that shout out. But with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and end it here. We got a 2-hour and 21-minute stream. A little more than what I wanted. I was gonna stop around 2, but I couldn't just stop as soon as you got here. I had to speak with you for a little bit. I'm kind of glad I did, because like I say, now I know about Men in Black. And if the wife's not ready to get up, I might have to go watch Men in Black and then watch it again with her, so that I get to watch it twice. So you do the same. You have a wonderful day. Have a pleasant day, and I hope you enjoy the movie. And maybe tonight, after you get back on, if I'm on somebody's stream, or if maybe I'm streaming, let me know what you think of it. Don't give no spoiler alerts to the stream if somebody's, might be watching it, but definitely, if you see me in somebody else's stream, let me know what you thought of the movie, and I'll do the same, because I do plan on watching it here in the next little bit. So I really appreciate it. Words can't say it enough. That Peace. I appreciate it. I will catch you on the next one, Mandy, Grizzel, everybody else. Thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. I really appreciate it. Thumbs up right back to you. And we'll leave it with that note right there. Peace.